Hello, and you're very welcome along to the shed. Hashtag Irish Blues Mafia with me, Trevor. We're at draft night in the NFL, so I said I'd do a video beforehand just to talk about a few things in the NFL and the Buffalo Bills and see how things are going to go and line up for us for the season. A few hours away from the draft itself, and looking forward to it, and hopefully the Bills will get the players that they're looking for and they want and the positions they want. Myself, I'm not going to go and name out a list of players I think the Bills should go for, as it's a lottery and you don't know who's going to be there. So I trust Brandon Bean and I trust Sean McDermott to pick on the players that we need and the positions we need, and we'll talk about them next week. I have a few things to talk about in the show. I'm going to talk a little bit about the draft, more so about other teams and where they're positioned and what exciting things might happen or might not, who knows. And I also have a big announcement myself about this show, and we'll pass that on now in a few minutes as well as we get into it. So you're very welcome along. This is the first show I've done in a while. I took a break from, I would say, NFL as such. I follow it, but not as, strongly as I have. I just needed to take a rest and reboot, recharge, figure out a few things and see how things are going to go. I'm already I'm set up and happy and looking forward to the new season. The Bills have done a lot of work in the off season, and as the shows goes on before the season starts, we'll talk about that and the players they've brought in and my thoughts on these players, and will it be good, bad, or indifferent. And then time will tell whether it will be good, bad, or indifferent. We also have the Pittsburgh Steelers playing in Crow Park at the back end of this season, and it'll be interesting to see what team is going to come. I'm fingers crossed that the Bills are probably third or fourth favourites for it to happen, but me, myself, I'm hoping it'll happen. And there's a few other things we can talk about. So I'll start the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about the draft itself and where the teams are positioned. And there's one or two, positions where teams are kind of, not nailed on, but people think players are going to go there. So the top four teams that are going to have a choice tonight is the Tennessee Titans. They've got the first pick. Now, everyone has Cam Ward going there. The Miami quarterback, and he is on most people's books the favourite to be the number one pick in the NFL draft. So it'll be interesting to see, will he go there himself. He seems to be a very confident young man, and he's a guy that has said, well, if you don't pick me, you'll end up regretting it. So a guy like that has a bit of swag to him, a bit of confidence to him. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes to Tennessee, he will have to earn it. But he is the number one pick. The Browns, then, they have number 2. The Giants have number 3. And the Patriots have number 4. Now, a lot of people are saying that Cam Ward may be the only quarterback to go in the first round. Shedeur Saunders, or I hope I'm saying that right, was firstly the number 1 pick by choice, but then dropped a bit behind Cam Ward. And now Jackson Dart seems to be more of a team's favourite than him. But they're not sure whether either of these guys will be chosen in the first round, or will they go in the second or third round. So my thoughts on it is I'm going to go through a few teams that I think need a quarterback. Now, and then I'm going to just see, can I put them in or put them out? So if I was choosing, yes, Cam Ward would be number 1. So the Tennessee Titans are going to get Cam Ward. Time will tell how things go, like every player, but that's where I'd go. The Browns, they've got Kenny Pickett and Joe Flacco. They also have to pay Deshaun Watson. Now, there is rumours that they may work out some deal with the Atlanta Falcons for Kirk Cousins, but it's supposed to be a very complicated deal, so I don't know whether that'll go through or not. So they have Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco played there the year before last, and he had an exceptional season, but then he hadn't the best of season at the Colts last year. Kenny Pickett was a flop at the Pittsburgh Steelers, but the few bits and pieces of games he played for the Philadelphia Eagles last year, and he has a Super Bowl ring now, he did all right. So you have to give him the benefit of the doubt. Maybe a different place, could be a different scenario for him. So they don't think the Browns are going to pick a quarterback in this draft, and I don't think they will either. The Giants, well, they got Russell Wilson and they got Jameson Winston, and they are the two quarterbacks that they're looking to build their season on. Now, Joe Shane and Brian Dable are under severe pressure, but I think they need more than just a quarterback and a rookie quarterback to save them. So I think Russell Wilson will be their guy. I don't know whether he'll be a success or not, but that's the guy I think they're going to put the money in. And if anything happens to him, you got Jameson Winston. And that is a light switch. It can go off and go on. It can go off and stay off. The Patriots will not take a quarterback. They have Drake May, and I don't see them changing or doing anything in that. He's going to be a good quarterback. He'll be a rival to us, but we'll deal with it when the time comes. So they're the first 4 picks. Travis Hunter will be there. Wherever he goes, he'll be in the first 4. And I don't see Shedeur Saunders getting in there or Jackson Dart in the first 4 either. But Travis Hunter, he's a guy that a lot of teams are looking at. He's supposed to be probably the best overall footballer in the draft. So it'll be interesting to see which of these teams will the Browns go from, will the Giants go from, or will he fall to the Patriots? Who knows? Then you have the Jags and the Raiders. So the Jags, they got Trevor Lawrence. They've paid him a lot of money unless they can trade him off somewhere, which I don't see happening. They're not going for a quarterback. And the Raiders, they got Geno Smith, and I think they're going to stick with Geno Smith. And they've been linked with Ashton Ginty, the running back from Boise State. And this guy is a brilliant running back. And if he gets to 6, I don't think he'll go any lower. I think they need a running back, and I think they'll take him. The Jets, Panthers, I don't think that, the Jets have got their quarterback. The Panthers have Bryce Young. And I don't think the Jets will go for a rookie quarterback, especially after the debacle of Aaron Rodgers. They need, the quarterback to be steady. They got Justin Fields, and I think Justin Fields will be a good filler for the Jets this year. And Justin Fields has a chance to make himself the Jets, quarterback for years to come if he plays well. So this is his chance, and we'll see how it goes. Then you come to the Saints. Now the Saints are very, rumors came out a few weeks ago about Derek Carr's shoulder and would he be right? And all of a sudden, then they were looking at picking a quarterback, but the rumors in the mills haven't linked them to any particular one. They're not going to get Cam Ward unless they miraculously make some brilliant deal with Tennessee and say, we're going up. But if you were a Tennessee Titans fan and Will Levis was your future, you'd be probably looking at a different team to support. So I don't think the Titans are going to change. They're going to go for and get Cam Ward. They may take Shedeur Saunders if other teams don't jump ahead of them to get him. And they may take Jackson Dart. But I don't see them taking Jalen Milroe or Tyler Shaw, as other teams have mentioned. These guys may go in the 2nd or 3rd round. Then the Bears, 49ers, Cowboys, Dolphins, Colts, Falcons, and Cardinals, and Bengals, they aren't looking for any quarterback. Neither the Seahawks or the Buccaneers. And then it comes to pick 20. And pick 20 is the Broncos. Now, the Broncos don't need a quarterback. They got Bo Nix. But what the rumors are is that they may trade out of 20 because they're use it for different pieces that they're looking for. And it may be a team that's below them that might need a quarterback, or a team in the 2nd round that's above them that might have picked a different player would move up into it and take a quarterback. And the reason I highlight pick 20 is because pick 21 is where the Pittsburgh Steelers are. And the Pittsburgh Steelers are the only team, in my opinion, in the NFL that are absolutely screwed at quarterback. And they're the team that's coming to Ireland. And I'm delighted they are, don't get me wrong. But they have put all their eggs into Mr. Aaron Rodgers' basket. And he knows they're screwed because they have nothing if they don't pick either a rookie quarterback or Aaron Rodgers. And I don't know. The Steelers are a brilliant organisation. They're coming to Ireland, and I can't wait. And hopefully, it's the Bills they're playing. But why would you leave yourself so open? You're talking to a 41-year-old man who, in the last 2 years, and I'm not talking about his injury, I'm talking about his last year with the Green Bay Packers and the last season with the Jets, sucked, right? Call a spade, who causes drama, who has them bent over a barrel because they have left everything go and left him to be the last one, as either pick a quarterback in the draft and then build. And you've just signed DK Metcalf. You got TJ Watt, who is coming to the end of a contract, who will want to play for a team that's going to challenge. And you have the pieces there now, except for a quarterback. And you go and say, oh, I'm going to see will Aaron Rodgers play for me. And Aaron Rodgers goes, I'm going to do what I want and I'll make my own mind up. And he ain't the Aaron Rodgers that you're hoping for. And he won't be. And if I'm wrong, I'll eat my words, but I won't be wrong in this particular scenario. So the Steelers have a choice. Do they jump up ahead of the Saints? They haven't a lot of collateral to play with for this season, and try and get the quarterback before the Saints pick, because the Saints could pick one at 9, and whoever, if the Broncos do trade at 20, someone else could trade and take the third quarterback, which would be Shadow Saunders probably and Jackson Dart. Or do they hold tight and hope for the best? I don't know. Like for a brilliant organization who's led the league and led the way things happening over the years, they've really left themselves short this year. Then you have the Chargers, Packers, Vikings, Texans, Rams, Ravens, Lions, Commanders, and you come to ourselves at number 30. Now, my good friend Michael McQuaid asked me to make the Buffalo Bills pick for the Jeff Ryan Bowl show this year. I did it last year too, and I looked at it. I'm very grateful, and thank you very much, Michael and Jeff. And I picked Kenneth Grant of Michigan, defensive tackle. We need defense, and for pick 30, with what's going to go ahead of that in defense for other teams, he's probably one of the best guys that's going to be out there. Now, the draft is different and could all change in the night, but as of going off paper. And the thing with it is, he's a guy that could work well with Ed Oliver if he's the guy we get. But we also have an issue at running back. Not so much a major issue, just a guy that is absolutely awesome in James Cook and is, for me, one of the best running backs in the NFL, but he wants a big-time contract, a big paying contract, and the Buffalo Bills aren't in a position at this particular time to pay him. And I don't blame them in a way. He has had a mega season. But if he puts it back-to-back this season, then by all means, give him that mega contract, pay him next year and give it to him, and he'll have earned it. But I don't want James Cook to be a Sam Darnold where he hasn't had a bad start or anything, but where it may be a 1-year blip, and we don't want that. He hasn't turned up to voluntary minicamp, and it's not a major thing, but to me it looks like that he's waiting for somebody to pay him. And the Bills we will see, use him as collateral to move up the table to get a higher ranked defensive player. We will have to get a running back down the way. I can't see us jumping up ahead of the Raiders and taking Ash Ashton Ginty, but and it wouldn't be my priority because you've got Ray Davis and Ty Johnson there, and anyway, and they're two class running backs. You have young Gore to come through as well. So I hope James Cook signs. I hope he makes the deal, and something that we can afford. I would not give him 15 million per season. If I even had the money, I would say here's 12 or 13, and if you do the rest, you learn the rest, and and go like that. Yes, other players get paid a lot more, but James Cook, you're a Buffalo boy now. Stay in Buffalo and win us a Super Bowl. And if you have another season like this, last one gone, then by all means, bump you up, pay up, and give you even a better contract. But get your head in the game now. Come back to Buffalo, train with the guys, work hard, and everybody eats, as Josh says. The last two picks then are the Chiefs at 31 and the Eagles at 32. And that's your draft. Could the Bills do like last year and with Keon Coleman and drop down into the second round? Maybe. But last year, the wide receivers at that particular time were all in the same kind of a caliber if you went down below the very, very top ones. So dropping down to 33, or I think it's 33 or 34, with the Carolina Panthers and swapping wasn't a major thing. And we got the guy we wanted in Keon. And I think it was a very good move, and I think it's well thought out of. And I think he is a guy that's going to show us this year. So we may do that again. But as of now, we're 30. And if I was picking a guy at 30, I'd go to defensive tackle Kenneth Grant out of Michigan. So that's my thoughts on the draft. If you have any comments or any difference of opinions, please let me know. But it's just a rough idea on how it goes. The next thing I'm going to talk about is my news. So my news here is from next Tuesday night onwards, the Irish Bills Mafia show will have a co-host, and the co-host is going to be the Water Buffalo Club 716, and Therese Fortune Barnes is going to be my co-host. And Therese will have some of her team coming on from time to time, but she'll be the main person I'll be having the show with. So it's a new step forward. I was looking for someone to come with me and help and improve the show any bit, have someone to talk to rather than talking to myself there. And she has come along. She has a wealth of experience. I met her when I was over in Buffalo. She runs the Water Buffalo Club 716. They're an amazing outfit. That weekend I was over there, they had some Germans over. We met them, and it was brilliant and a great crack and lovely people. And I'm looking forward to having our own discussions about football and stuff. And it's all starting next Tuesday night. So at the minute, it'll be pre-recorded and put up afterwards like I do my ordinary shows. But maybe down the line, we might start doing live YouTube shows. But yours truly here has to get a bit more up on the technical side. But we'll start with the pre-recorded ones and put them up then, and you can watch them and see what you think. And as I said, I'm really looking forward to it, and it's great to have someone come in with us and come in and help me and give me guidance. And Therese also has her own podcast, so she has a wealth of experience of doing it. So it'll be something exciting, something to look forward to. And that is basically it. As you can see, the Irish Bills Mafia has a new logo. I changed the logo there for the 3rd anniversary. I love it, especially because I put my own part into it and my own thoughts into it, and it's something I'm very proud of and wear around and enjoy. As I said, I was off for a while and took a break from the NFL, as in not fully, we just kept an eye out on things and see how they're, not getting to it as deep, and took a break from the shows and just to recharge myself. and I'm happy now to be back again. And we'll do a few shows between now and before the preseason starts, and then when preseason starts, we will go 2 shows a week all the way through until after the Super Bowl, and that'll be the aim. All going well, please God. So anyway, folks, that is my show for tonight. It's short and sweet, 20 minutes, but it's just something to kick off. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful and safe and happy weekend and enjoy the draft, and hope all the players you wish to get, you get, but especially the Bills. And until next Tuesday night when we kick off, as always, my friends, stay safe, stay happy, stay together, and go Bills.